Yeah, thank you very much all for joining us here on this inauguration webinar to the ISTA logo and give you some overview of things which are happening over the year, partially. Today, Keshavulu Kuzonsod, our president, is here, Ernest Allen, our vice president, and from Young at ISTA, Fabricia dos Reis from Brazil. She's also a member of the Wild Species Working Group. First, before we start, we want to play some greetings to you of our honorary life president who passed away about 5 weeks ago. But he left us a heritage which we want to share with you and some greetings for the 100th anniversary. Johanna, could you play the video, please?
I am very pleased to convey my most sincere birthday wishes to ISTA on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of its foundation. I am Attilio Lovato. I was born in Bologna, Italy. For over 40 years, I was the technical director of the LARAS, the Seed Research and Testing Laboratory of the University of Bologna, and an ISTA accredited member. I attended with no interruption all the ISTA congresses, from the one in Oslo in 1959 to the one in Cologne in 2010, 18 Congress, and served at ISTA as a member of several technical committees, Rule Committee, Executive Committee, as Secretary-Treasurer, and as ISTA President. In 2001, at the Congress in Angers, I was honored with the appointment as Honorary President. I joined ISTA 65 years ago during the reorganization after the damage of the Second World War. Since then, the association has always been strongly committed to respond to the continuous evolution in seed technology, research, testing procedure, and certification. All this was made possible by the deep involvement of individual members, technical committees, executive committee, and by the high professionalism of the whole ISTA Secretariat. In particular, I wish to recall the great innovation in the activity of ISTA in the first quarter of this century, the establishment of the ordinary meeting of the association on an annual basis, and of the quality assurance accreditation program, a key element for the advancement of seed testing laboratories within ISTA, with the aim, not least, of ensuring harmonized seed testing worldwide. Finally, we must be proud of the great work done by ISTA in developing standard seed testing methods, therefore facilitating the trade of quality seeds and contributing to global food security. Congratulations, ISTA, and good luck for the next 100 years.
Thank you very much, Attilio. Keshavulu, I hand over to you.
Please, could you see my screen, Andreas?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. So, dear participants, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. So today I am deeply honored to address all of you on the momentous occasion of the ISTA Centennial Inauguration webinar. As we affect on century of progress, we embark on a journey through time, exploring the rich history of and dynamic presence of ISTA in ensuring the global food security. Introducing the Centennial logo as we celebrate our 100-year journey, we proudly present the Centennial logo. So this represents not only our past, but also our commitment to innovations in seed sampling and testing for global food security. As we look upon logo, a century of progress in good seed quality assurance, quality seeds serve as the carrier of genetic potential. When farmers can sow these seeds, they can expect a higher yield, higher productivity per unit. Therefore, in summary, the quality seeds are just commodities. They are the lifeline of agriculture. So I would say that, and then it's also contributing to food security. So I would like to talk about the ISTA evaluation in the past and present. So here, so when we just see the Neolithic revolution has elevated or heightened the importance of seeds, especially those that are nutrient rich, as essential resources for human survival. Seed testing emerged in response to unethical practices that were widespread in the seed trade during the 19th century. So the first seed testing laboratory was established in Tranden, Saxony, Germany in 1969 under the direction of the Friedrich Nobbe. So seed testing in those days was a matter of technical purity, like extraneous matter, stones, mud, I would say, chaffy seeds, wheat seeds, and other crop seeds. So these attributes were groundbreaking concept, and still the indications of a seed quality. When we look at the scenario of the history in the past, that during 1870 to 1896, the Nobbe's revolutionary ideas spread rapidly around the world. So there were total 119 seed testing stations in 19 different countries. So in 1906, the first conference on seed testing was held in Hamburg, Germany, and then this can be viewed as the starting point for seed testing conferences. The second followed one, the second was held in 1910. So it was in Wageningen, and also it says the Germany, Wageningen in Netherlands. And in the third, the seed testing conference was held in Copenhagen, Denmark in 1921. And the quality assured seeds and maintaining the uniformity in testing are important for all. So this is for all the stakeholders, I would say. Here in 1921, when the European Seed Testing Association formed. So thereafter, in 1924, so at the International Seed Testing Congress, that is the 4th Congress held in Cambridge, it was resolved the expand the scope of seed testing activities. So therefore, the ISTA founded in 1924. The first president was Knud Dolf Peterson from Denmark. So ISTA was founded with the objectives, mainly in achieving the more accurate and uniformity test results than before. The formulation of uniform methods and uniform terms in analysis of seeds in the international seed trade. At that time, so during the fourth Congress, it was also formed. The 9 committees were formed to help in achieving the ISTA primary objectives, where objectives were measured to seed viability, to assess the various physiological qualities tests, and also to support the maintenance of seeds for with high vigor and viability. Oh, sorry. So when we look at here the Frederick Nobbe published his famous handbook of seed science with the motto of the meeting held in the Hamburg that year was the uniformity in seed testing. So later becoming ISTA logo. So there were the 26 countries participated in the meeting, the 24 countries from the European countries and 2 from the American countries that includes Canada and then Argentina, and also 1 African countries. In 1931, at the request of International Seed Federation, the ISTA adopted the first international rules of seed testing, as well as establishing the ISTA certificate scheme. When we look at so again here in the ISTA Congress was held in the Washington DC. It was the first outside the Europe Congress and demonstrated that after 13 years of interruption by World War, so ISTA, World War II, the ISTA was indispensable to seed business. In 1995, during the ISTA Congress held in the Copenhagen again, so ISTA membership was open to the private seed laboratories, private seed industry, so that is the private seed companies as well. In the year 1996, to ensure the harmonized seed testing worldwide, ISTA initiated the quality assurance program. So to accredit the seed testing laboratories and then across the globe. So the first ISTA member lab was audited under the new setup in this year as well. In the year 2004, to ensure the harmonized seed testing worldwide, the ISTA initiated the quality assurance program to accredit seed testing laboratories. And then in the year 2004, during the ISTA Congress held in the Budapest, it was agreed to consider accreditation as a purely technical task. And the responsibility to give the authorization to issue the International Seed Analysis Certificate was given to the ISTA Executive Committee. In 2024, so mission vision testing options added, and then use of artificial intelligence systems being discussed, and also the introduction of the new technologies into the ISTA rules. Quality assurance is well established seed laboratories on the 9th or 10th ISTA audit. And then so again the ISTA is coming up with the electronic certificates soon. The ISTA focus, when we look at the focus, the ISTA is an independent, non-profit organization. The mission is to promote the uniform methods for evaluating seeds sold internationally, thereby facilitating the global trading of seeds and contributing the global seed security. ISTA operates, of course, all over the world under the governance of the governments of member countries, especially through the Ministry of Agriculture of different countries and distinct nations of ISTA, distinct economies, ISTA. And then when we look at the total number, so number of all over the globe, the ISTA has at least one member in 83 countries or distinct economies. Then when we look at the ISTA objectives, so ISTA objectives is to it is for the enhancing the seed quality assurance and also the domestic and the international seed trade. So standard procedures for sampling and testing seeds for the development of these to develop and adopt and also the publish, that is the dissemination of these standard methods to all the stakeholders. So these procedures will facilitate accurate assessment of the seed quality for international seed trade, and also in some of the countries for the domestic seed trade. These ISTA methods have been using in many countries as a domestic seed trade. And also, of course, the objective here was the promoting research in seed science and technology. So therefore, the ISTA contributes to a more efficient in promoting the seed science and research, and also to develop the reliable seed test methods suitable for all over the world. So thereby benefiting the farmers, the customers, seed companies, and then of course the agriculture sector worldwide. Then if you look at the ISTA structure, so the ISTA governance, the government governance, of course, as I said, personal members may become designated members or the voting members as nominated by the designated authorities. Designated members have a passive voting. The members are also active voting rights during the ISTA ordinary general meeting. So this means that finally designated authorities, there is the government representatives who vote on articles, rules, membership fee, accreditation, and executive committee members of the association. So the executive committee of ISTA comprises of president, vice president, immediate past president, and also the 8 members at large. In addition, the secretariat based in Switzerland is managed by the Secretary General, so who handles day-to-day administrative tasks and support the ISTA programs. So here, then as I said before, the ISTA executive committee, the ECOM, comprises of the president, and then who is the leader and responsible for the overseeing the ISTA activities and that representing the association. Then vice president assists the president and also contributes in decision making. So immediate past president and then 8 members at large, of course. So these 8 members at large elected representatives who actively participate in shaping the ISTA policies and initiatives, and now so we have these eight members at large, so across the globe. For further detail, you can refer to the web page, the website of the ISTA, so you can see there. Then if you when we look at here, as I said, the ISTA. So ISTA has a secretariat, and then which is supported by the Secretary General, and then he manages the ISTA activities at the Secretariat, and also the support the ISTA objectives and the mission. Then coming to these technical committees, the ISTA technical committees. So these dedicated these the ISTA technical committee chairs, and then ISTA technical committee chairs plays a crucial role in the international seed testing association. Has several technical committees, and then that plays a crucial role in seed quality assessment, and these committees focus on developing and standardizing and validating methods for sampling and testing. So these committees collaborate globally to improve the seed testing methodology, organizes the symposiums, organize the workshops, and facilitate the knowledge exchange among the scientists, among the seed stakeholders. Then for more details, if you want to collaborate, and then if you want to talk to the ISTA committees, you can refer to the ISTA website. So here you can see the ISTA technical committee chairs. Here, these dedicated individuals lead and guide the technical committees, which focus on developing, standardizing, and validating methods. So TCOM chairs are responsible for ensuring the smooth functioning of the respective committees and maintaining high standards in seed science, seed sampling, and testing. Here, when we look the international seed testing, here the international rules for seed testing are published in 4 languages, like English, French, and Spanish, and also German. Here again we could see the ISTA handbooks. So subject to focus handbooks give valuable background information to seed testing procedures. Seed Testing International, so it is a biannual news bulletin published as a hard copy and also the online. Then under the Seed Science and Technology Journal, and it's an international journal featuring original papers and articles on seed quality, physiology of the seed multiplication, seed processing, harvesting, storage, genetic improvement, conservation, and also the habitat, the regenerations. So here, this is again the twice in a year. So this journal publishes from the ISTA. So when we look at here the proficiency test programs to assess the laboratories technical competency in seed testing, including the traditional tests like purity, germination, purity, as well as the specialized tests like GMO testing, seed health testing, and also the DNA testing or the DNA profiling as well. So here, if you you could see the performance of accredited laboratories versus non-accredited laboratories for the 4 proficiency tests published, and then more than 150 ISTA accredited laboratories worldwide. And then you could see that, this diagram represents that the trend in the performance of accredited laboratories versus non-accredited labs, and then it is noticeable that the voluntary participants have less A ratings and more C and then BMP ratings in comparison with the accredited laboratories. So here the every 3 years, ISTA accredited laboratories are audited in order to maintain accreditation. So it's every year about the 50 ISTA audits happens every year. Then, so the future of ISTA. Then here the certificate, the ISTA certificates, you can see the ISTA certificate like, so these the certificates are available for only for the accredited laboratories and must be issued as per the ISTA rules and providing official documentation for seed analysis. Here the orange certificates for seed lots, and then blue certificates for seed samples, and then mixtures, and then every year annually they about the 200,000 certificates issued globally. So and then so if you look at the glance in the near future, as I said before, the ISTA certificate is going electronically. So future of here the future of ISTA rules in making the landscape. So here the ISTA was formed to help the facilitate the international movement of seeds with the uniformity and then efficiency. So the closer the ISTA got to goal of the uniformity in seed testing methods and also sampling methods for better, and then it will be both of those working in seed testing stations and for seed trade. So this is as per the Lawrence and Weaver in 1924. So what will the future hold for the ISTA laboratories and the members? So here, so ISTA's future is what you all can help forge. Sustainable agriculture supported by seed certification using standardized international approved methods to provide. So here the ISTA future, so means the looking into the future needs, ISTA strategic vision, so emphasizes the integration of science, new technologies, initiated the introduction of new technologies into rules, involving and supporting the young scientists, the young generation for seed analysis and technologies. So avoiding the spread of diseases. So this was learning from the COVID pandemic, strengthening the seed health quality with modern methods and investigating where seed could be a pathway for diseases. And the growing into the needs of tropical and subtropical areas for food security, adding the new species into the rules every year. So another the growing areas where the ISTA is still underrepresented countries or regions, and collaborations with the local, regional, and also the international stakeholders. And so therefore the ISTA's future will be like securing the food. So as per the standard development goals of so that is to end that is towards the zero hunger. So therefore, the future of the ISTA here, if you look at here, the ISTA remains committed to continuing upholding international rules for seed quality assurance and addressing the phytosanitary concern to ensure the global food security and promote nutritional sustainability. So here, so with this, thank you very much, and then I am delighted to you are invited. I'm delighted to extend a warm invitation to you for the ISTA Centenary Annual Meeting 2024. This prestigious event organized by the ISTA in collaboration with the NEA. So will take place from July 1st to 4th July 2024 at Cambridge Union Society in Cambridge, United Kingdom. So thank you very much. Now over to Andreas.
Thank you very much, Keshavulu, for that very nice overview. I will hand over directly due to the time also to Ernest, our Vice President, and he will talk a little bit about the vision. Thank you very much.
All right. Andreas, can you see my presentation?
Yes, it says the ISTA vision.
Thank you. So hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. 1 second here. All right. All right. The ISTA vision is to one day see uniformity in seed testing and evaluation worldwide. Working towards this vision, ISTA publishes internationally agreed upon standards for sampling and testing every year to ensure the most recent methods are always available. Not only does ISTA publish rules, but ISTA actively participates in promoting the technical knowledge needed to accomplish this testing, thereby making ISTA testing something that can be obtained around the world. The value of giving seed buyers the information they need to make informed decisions when purchasing seed has played a part in both ensuring food security and improving the economies of those countries that have adopted seed quality testing. So where is ISTA? ISTA membership includes more than 80 countries and distinct economies and networks, and a network of more than 200 seed testing laboratories spread across the globe. So the question is asked, ISTA seems to have done well in the last 100 years in accomplishing its vision based on these numbers. You know, what's next? Well, anytime you can get 80 countries to agree on anything, you've done good work. The issue is that there are 195 countries that are recognized by the United Nations. So from that number, you can see that there's still quite a gap that ISTA has in realizing its worldwide uniformity vision. There's still much work to do. ISTA's current president, Keshavulu, has done a lot during his term to spread knowledge of seed testing and technology, especially to underrepresented regions. And I agree with this approach. In the next triennium, during my presidency, ISTA will continue to promote uniformity in seed testing in Asia while adding increased focus in Latin America and Africa. So what does this look like? This focus will take the form of ISTA initiating and asking and taking advantage of opportunities to engage governments, organizations, seed scientists on all things related to seed, including food trade, food security, sustainability, quality and technical training through workshops, and of course the continual improvement of the ISTA rules to meet the challenges of today's marketplace. So a couple of interesting facts about ISTA is that we are definitely well established throughout Europe and even in North America, especially since there's only 2 countries in North America. 85% of ISTA member countries are in these areas. 77% of ISTA member laboratories are in these areas. However, Asia makes up 60% of the world's population, but only 30% of ISTA's accredited laboratories are in that area. Africa has 60% of the world's uncultivated arable land, and it only accounts for less than 8% of ISTA's laboratories in Africa. So these areas need more representation from ISTA so that we can improve their trade, their export out of those areas, and also so that the countries within Europe and North America can have new trading partners within those areas. It's just a good deal for everyone. So as I just mentioned, I believe that ISTA is on the right track. So for the near future, we're going to continue to build partnerships with organizations that have similar goals. We're going to welcome governments that realize the importance of ISTA's national and laboratory networks, while at the same time, we are going to continue to look for new and more efficient ways to provide support to ISTA's current members and stakeholders, again, those primarily in Europe and North America. At its core, ISTA is an organization of governments whom all want the best for its people. That's why they put in place labeling requirements that give their citizens the best chance of having favorable outcomes, especially when importing commodities like seed from abroad. Trade challenges for seed specifically include disparities in testing methodologies, regulatory trade frameworks, and the need for transparency. All of those pose hurdles to the seamless flow of seeds across nations. ISTA's mission of harmonizing these aspects is not merely a technical matter, but a diplomatic and collaborative endeavor that ISTA has been navigating very well for the last 100 years. As the two leaders before me stated, international seed testing and trade are crucial to addressing global food and security challenges. ISTA's role in ensuring that ISTA methods are uniform and that laboratories accredited have been thoroughly vetted to test seed are crucial to seed trade, and its importance is already recognized globally. Even companies and laboratories not in ISTA's official network by the ISTA rules. Countries that have yet to apply to ISTA for membership use ISTA when importing. So ISTA is already worldwide. We want to make sure that we spread it so that we can improve uniformity for everyone. ISTA strives to play an important part in the future where food security is ensured, where a nation's seed shippers have more choices, and where people of all nations can enjoy increased choices and varieties of foods from all over the world. This is, again, in everyone's best interest. This is the future that ISTA sees in its future, and this is the work that ISTA will be doing to ensure a better tomorrow for us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ernest. I would like now to hand over to a young lady. She is not only representing Young at ISTA, but also one of the areas of focus, which Ernest mentioned, which is Latin America, Brazil, and also representing a laboratory in Brazil who is looking for accreditation. So Fabricia, I would like to hand over to you. You may have to unmute yourself. Try, Fabrizio, you're muted in the moment. Could you unmute? I try my best if I could do it. From my point, everything should be fine. Try to go to the microphone button. You did that. That's good. Just a second. Normally it should work on your side if you try now. Okay. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning from Brazil. First, I'd like to thank the invitation to participate in this webinar of 100 years inauguration. It's a pleasure to be here representing the young generation of ISTA. For those who don't know me, I am Patricia Reis. I have PhD from University of São Paulo, Brazil. And although the line of research of mine during my master and doctorate was with science, I had opportunity to study the germination of some wheat seeds. And then I started to work with the material available by ISTA. But I really started to understand how important ISTA is and how important ISTA would be to my work when I started to work in the laboratory of seed and seedlings in Brazil of CATI. CATI is an institution of rural extension here of the state of São Paulo, and we produce seeds, we produce seedlings, and because of this, we have this laboratory. This laboratory was the first that become a member of ISTA, and as Dr. Andrea said, we hopefully soon will be accredited by ISTA as well. Well, I started to work there in 2019, and I needed to do this transition from its science to seed technology or seed science. And I needed to use the material available by ISTA, and it was really helpful for me because there on the ISTA web page, we have handbooks, we have papers published, we have the ISTA rules, and it really helped me this transition. Also, because we are a member, we participate in the proficiency test organized by ISTA, and it helps us to evaluate our work and improve the quality of our analysis. And now I would like to talk about Young at ISTA. For me, it was an excellent idea. And for me, when we think or talk about Young at ISTA, we are thinking, talk about the future of the association. Because of this program, we had the opportunity, for example, to know the history and a lot of young professionals around the world. And by knowing them, probably, we know the future reference and its science and seed science or seed technology, the future chairs of committees or directors of ISTA. Also, through this program, some of young professionals had opportunity, for example, to attend ISTA events, and it's a good opportunity for them, or to participate in trainings. And for example, in 2022, 14 applicants was approved to get funds from this program, and 2022, the number was 16. I had the opportunity to tell my story and present myself to the world in a publication, ISTA News Bulletin. Also, in 2022, I attended an event in Greece. It's a workshop, and it was really good for me because I had opportunity to increase my network, and probably I will do a training abroad soon. And again, visibility in the institution that I work. So ISTA already helped me. So if you are a young professional, if you got interested in this program of Young at ISTA, I suggest you to access the page of Young at ISTA, see if you fit into the requirements, and to see if your goals match to the goals of Young at ISTA. Also, I'd like to encourage the chairs of committees and other people who organize events to be even more open to include these young professionals into the ISTA activities. For example, when we talk about committees, these young professionals will have the opportunity to understand how the committees work and maybe come up with new, innovative ideas, and they will be more interested to continue the ISTA legacy. And finally, I would like to thank again the invitation to participate in this celebration of Young at ISTA. It's 100 years of history of contribution to seed science and food security. So thanks.
Thank you very much, Patricia, for your words. That is really helpful, and thank you to all the participants. What I would like to do before we join all on the screen is to show you some slides on what you can expect from the annual meeting, and I hope you can see my screen as well. Can you see it?
Yes.
Thank you very much. As we said, 100 years, and Keshawulu and Ernest mentioned the annual meeting will be in Cambridge, United Kingdom. That is where the association 100 years ago was founded, and it's on the invitation of the National Institute for Agricultural Botany, which was also the host in 1924. We prepared a nice program, and the location is in the Cambridge Union. We will start, actually we'll have a day before with an opening ceremony, on the first with an open ceremony and seminar. And the seminar will be about seed quality assurance, a critical component of food and nutritional security, and a number of technical committees will prepare for that. On the 2nd and 3rd of July, we will have TCOM presentations and TCOM meetings. And in the evening of the 3rd, there will be a gala dinner to celebrate the 100 years in the Cambridge Guildhall. On 4th of July, the ordinary general meeting will come up. This is followed by a ministerial session on food security. We invited some ministers here, and we hope they will all join and come to Cambridge as well. On the 4th of July in the evening, we would like to celebrate together with our colleagues from ISF, who were found as FSE with a different abbreviation in the same year, and they joined us in Cambridge, and this time they will join us in Cambridge as well for a nice dinner in the Christ College, and we will have a short morning together on July 5, which is included in your program if you register for the annual meeting. That is complimentary. That is a centenary celebration of ISTA and ISF together. It's open for all. with a theme quality seed production for resilient and sustainable agriculture. And in the afternoon, you are invited to join a tour through NIAP in Cambridge, which will include the planting of a memorial tree. And we are looking forward to welcome you. Here you have a few impressions of the Cambridge Union. It's a real nice area, and the Guildhall where the 100 Years dinner will be held. And now I hand over again to our president to say the final words, and maybe we can all join on the screen for you. Thank you very much. Kashavulu,
Could you see me, the Andreas? No? Yes.
Yes, just a second, we can see you.
Oh, I think yes. No?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much, Andreas. So thanks, Ernest, and then so young lady. So talking about around this. So here, so as it was so we considered it's like a special webinar, like this kind of the webinars will be organized featuring with the past presidents or honorary life member of ISTA with the different ISTA topics, and then probably so it is this this kind of the special the webinars would be as a part of our 100 years celebrations. So thanks once again, and then so here the centenary annual meeting promises to be a gathering of all influential stakeholders from the global seed industry. Participants will include representatives from the agricultural ministries of ISTA designated authorities worldwide, and also from the universities and researchers and seed experts, seed testing laboratory members all around the world. So this event provides as the Andreas Prize. So given that this provides a unique opportunity for collaborations and knowledge exchange. And then this is you please consider this as a official invitation to join in the Cambridge for the ISTA annual meeting, and then let us work for the shaping future of ISTA, future of the seed quality assessment. So we eagerly await your presence, and I think as we commemorate the centenary excellency in seed testing, and look forward to welcome you to this historic event. So with this, thank you one and all, and thanks for all the speakers.
Thank you very much, and maybe we can all join on the screen for saying goodbye. There were a few questions coming on ISTA rules and participation in Young at ISTA. You can go to the ISTA website. You find all the necessary information there. It's www.seedtest.org. You will find all information on the ISTA rules, how you can get them, and also on Young at ISTA, very informative there. You could also join on our LinkedIn forum for Young at ISTA, which is also giving you information on this program. Thank you very much, and take care, goodbye, and see you for the next time.